Welcome to Mango Bay. We talk caste problems. We talk Shah Rukh Khan's new movie getting into some heat. And we talk polygamy. It's a fire ep, fun stuff, just hilarious. Welcome.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/MangoBay.
Mango.
Bay.
We in here, baby.
Welcome to Mango Bay, one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness. We are two best boys who are South Asian comedians in New York, and we bring the jokes, the ideas, the thoughts, the wins, the kills, and etc.
Other words.
Yeah. Welcome to Mango Bay. We're going to do some jungly story to start off.
Yeah,
Maybe
let's
a
get into it. What's going on with
weird
you?
story for the week. So Arnab, my brother, came back to my house, and he's
Arnav's been on the show.
been on the show.
We love
Very funny
Arnab.
guy, good guy,
Love
one of my
Arnab.
favorite people on earth. And
You
he
just said that like Donald Trump. You gave that a like Donald Trump would
the
do.
best people.
Arnab love.
Best
Arnab,
people.
guy.
Love the Arnabs. Love the Arnabs.
Yeah.
Great people.
Very refreshing sound.
Very good people. The entire
Arnab,
Arnab.
very refreshing.
Arnabs.
Gotta
From
love
here to
Arnab.
there. They love me. I love them.
Masturbated in front of him many times.
That's all we remember, huh, Joe? Many cum shots. Cum shots aplenty.
Chapel, we called it.
I used to jizz on his back. Not all on purpose. So he comes back. He's a man now. He's a man now. He's no longer. He's bringing his white girlfriend, and he's a man.
Do you ever jizz on his back just to put him in his place once in a while?
You know, I
to
jizz on
remind
his
him
back
of his roots.
just to put myself in my place. Like, who am I still? Sometimes, because we'd always sleep together, and I'd have the wet dreams, like I wouldn't jack off. And sometimes there would not be 1 ounce on the bed. It would just be all on his back.
Like, that's insane.
And I'd just be like, dude, well, you play with fire.
It's so insane.
It's one of the most deranged things I've ever.
It's really so demented. Dude.
Even though I didn't do it on my own, I'm gonna have to answer for it in some way.
In some
It's
way.
definitely karmically not okay.
It's like you're gonna wake up one day. You're gonna be like, you know what it's gonna be? It's gonna be like 20 years from now. You've got like kids or something. You know, your kids at the spelling bee. He's doing the spelling bee or something. He gets off stage. You look at his back. There's just cum all over it, just out of nowhere.
But then I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like,
Yeah, this
long
is it.
time coming.
This is the karmic
Long
comeuppance.
time.
This is the comeuppance, actually.
The come on it.
Yeah, the come-on-ins.
It's true. And that should be the jungly story for every episode. That's such a.
It really
that's
is
the most jungly thing on planet
It's the
Earth.
most jungly thing on fucking planet Earth, man.
Is that I used to cum shot my brother's back.
It's more depraved than anything the Taliban has ever done, anything any Hindutva fucker has ever, in all the history of mankind.
It is the most deranged thing.
It's the most deranged thing.
Cain killed his brother.
Yeah.
And here I am.
But here you are,
jizzing on his back.
Yeah, Cain's brother Abel had an option. He's like, jizz on your back, I kill you. He's like,
He's
just
like,
kill
"Oh,
me, bro.
Please. Do
kill
not
me."
do the jizz on the back. Yeah. It's a brother I love.
And what destruction you are capable of just in your sleep.
Dude, that's a compliment too. That's a good thing happening on his back.
It's true. It's like
It's not even a negative
It's a
thing.
joyous
It's a
occasion
joy-
for you.
It's a celebration. Good times come
And
on.
he probably didn't know because he hadn't hit puberty yet. So he's like, I don't know what's happening.
So
I'm
he's
just sweating.
He's
Weird,
thinking
I
Texas
sweat
heat.
on my back.
That old Texas heat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bringing that old Texas heat. I mean, because, coming on a lower back, that's like where you come as a dude.
It's also,
You know? That's where you jizz.
I would never come on his neck. That is insane. This is a lower back situation.
Should you clarify what you guys are even talking about to anyone that's just
Sure.
We're going to have to take it
sure.
back a little.
Or you let it have
Yeah, let
mysterious
people figure
meaning.
it out. Go back to some previous episodes.
Did War and Peace explain everything? No. This is what masterpieces are made out of. Me and my brother used to share a bed. We would just sleep together my entire until high school, until I left the house. We was all just bros for life. We're just always sleeping together, hanging out, playing. Just brother shit. And I wouldn't jack off ever because I didn't know what jacking off was. So what would happen is I would get wet dreams against my will very frequently, way more frequently than the average person, because I wouldn't jack off. And so, but what would happen? Remember, my brother's sleeping in the bed with me, so I'd jizz a lot, and I'd look at my brother's back, and there would be, molecular residue. It's even worse when I have to explain it.
You were like, really,
That's
like
even
having to
more
relive
depressed.
it, that you were sleep jacking, basically. It wasn't even a wet dream. Like, you were doing it. You just didn't know what it was. I mean, for all we know, you were humping your brother's back.
You think he was the vessel by which
I mean, it could. All evidence points to yes. You know, all evidence points to the reason why he's your favorite brother. Why you love this guy so much.
I'm like, I get the jizz on the back. Why is there blood on their back as well?
There's this story, and then there's a story of when he microwaved hot dogs to bring you, and you're in the study where you are jacking off.
And then I'm like, Arnab, just turn around. And then I jizz on his back. During the day. I mean, it's a motif. It's a motif.
My God.
Listen, they do crazier things in the Philippines.
No, they don't. Do you think Arnab's back? Do you think about Arnab's back when you have to bus now? It's just like bringing it back home.
You know, we all have the bank, you know, the ultimate, the top 5
It's
images
true.
that will always win.
That's true.
I just want to make this clear. My brother's back is not one of them.
It's not.
All right? It barely cracks the top 10.
No, when it comes to the bank,
Okay.
that's the Fort Knox of the spank banks. Okay.
Okay? All right? It's the cum standard.
Yeah. That boy's got a lot of data on his back.
Let's just say, and he's a data scientist.
He's a data scientist.
You know what I'm saying?
Let him crunch those numbers. Right?
Dude, I mean, I squeeze the numbers and he gets to crunch them.
He squeezes them. It's a perfect combo right there.
I never talked to Arnab about this.
Didn't we talk to him about this
We
when he
never
was
did.
on?
We talked about how like I used to jack off when he was like you know, sleeping and like with the girls or whatever, like porn and shit, next to him. But
Okay, yeah, this
it
is
wa-
fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
This is,
I don't think I could. Maybe he finds this. Hopefully,
Okay.
We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I think we did the jungly story. I think we gotta go more.
That's very jungly.
I
I mean, what's supposed to be the jungly story now is very mild.
we can't even do that.
You know?
You can't even
It's
do
so insanely mild. It's just like it's like a Norman Rockwell painting
that. It's not
compared
even,
to this Boschian nightmare
It's a fucking. I mean,
that you dropped on your bro's back.
it was acrylic for sure.
I never had a single thing like that. And the only
No, remember when your dick grazed the baby on the plane?
I was.
I don't
woke
forget
up,
these
I had
things.
morning wood.
Yes, and you just dick slapped a baby.
I dick slapped a
That's
baby.
pretty
That was
crazy,
an
dude.
accident.
What? You can say it in that tone and everything goes off. So I jizzed on my brother's back.
But I did not jizz on a baby. Okay, there's a huge difference here. Okay.
There's one difference, and it's just where the jizz is located. It's literally just a locational
If
thing.
I had whacked it a few more times, maybe. What if there was
The
just
real
a
thing
line
is,
of
why is
babies as I was trying to get off this plane?
like dominoes?
Yeah.
Like a dominoes of
Like
cum?
the playing card and the bicycle spokes.
You're like, it's a really long aisle.
Yeah, I
What's
know.
going on?
A lot of babies on this flight.
Because you're going sideways, across, down, back the aisle. Jesus Christ, dude.
Wait, I'm almost finished. I go back down the aisle. Oh, God.
The plane crashes. I mean, literally.
Truly, as it should.
Oh my God.
As it
So yeah,
deserves
we've all
to.
been in these situations. It's not like we're all devoid of wild. We're just the only ones to talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still a huge gap between those two things. But what is the
The
actual
gap
story
is
you wanna
6
talk
inches,
about?
by the way.
The gap is 6 inches.
That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, let's get to our stories. We got mango-based stories up the ass today.
Oh yeah, we got some stuff to talk about today.
Shit is wild.
Let's start with okay.
What are you gonna start with?
We're starting heavy.
Let's go for it. Just go for it.
Some caste system shit.
Oh, dude, we love it.
Yeah. Brown University has now made caste a protected category. And I guess what is it that they did? They
Brahmins only.
Yeah, it's
it can come in now.
Brown University, a very appropriate place
sure,
to make
for sure.
institute some caste
Please,
laws. It is
please.
it is Brown University.
So basically, they said that it was already locked into the bylaws, whatever. Like you
Title
can't
IX or
discriminate,
whatever it's called,
right?
yeah.
But they had to. This is how much of a problem it's becoming: is that they had to re-say it, that you can't discriminate based on caste, based on hiring, on tuition, on enrollment. And it's because Indians are taking over.
And now you can only do that according to class.
Yeah.
To conventional American class.
Yeah. But the idea is like, it's mostly Brahmin shit, right? It's not like the Shudras are like, hey.
Here's the whole thing.
Dalit.
No. Here's the whole thing. I've evolved, if you'll allow me some time to get long-winded here, right? So my thinking on this has begun to change. Not change because I've always thought caste is an abhorrent thing. I just never understood that caste was a thing here, right? And I never grew up with any sense of caste consciousness, right? As I'm sure you probably even less in a way, right? I never really knew what my own caste was. We're not Brahmins or anything, just in case anyone's wondering.
And they are wondering.
Yeah, I'm not a Brahmin or anything, but I had no concept of caste. I was like a really hardcore left-wing guy when I was in my 20s. One time my mom had to do a puja. She's like, we have to invite Brahmins for it. And I was like, never.
Oh, you hated Brahmins. You're anti-Brahmin.
I was like really anti-Brahmin.
Because you attributed some sort of idea to them as
I just attributed, I was like, I don't like this like backwards, class bullshit, right?
No Brahmins.
But, I'm also,
Only disabled people.
Yeah, exactly.
Only disabled shit washers at this puja. Only lame people who would walk like this.
Well, limbless people. Limbless wretches.
Limbless wretches who barf everywhere.
Are welcome here.
Only cart homeless. That claw their way. Only.
But I always thought, I am a Hindu and I like being Hindu. I think it's the dopest religion around.
Badass. I'm a fan.
And I never thought that caste was a thing. So I thought, oh my gosh, what is going on? Why are people just bringing up caste shit here? This is so dumb. This is the one opportunity to get away from caste. We're in this country.
You did it right.
And so I was like, this is dumb. I think this is being drummed up by like anti-Hindu type things, elements. And what I realized is not just that. It's like when I first found out about this story, I was like, why are they instituting caste? That's the worst thing in the world. And I still believe we don't want white people determining Hindu castes, you know what I mean, in America. Very bizarre, dangerous thing. On the other hand, what I've realized is that this is the upshot of two things. One is that Indians are becoming more visible in this country.
Right.
And as a result, we have to contend with shit like this. We're more successful, corporate power, this power, that power. Of course, people are going to be finding the fault lines in our culture, and caste is a huge fucking gap.
Big.
Okay? So that's one thing. The other thing is that my generation, just because my parents and all didn't institute any idea of caste, and the motherfuckers who are coming out over here now, fucking straight off the fucking plow, straight onto the fucking data science tip or whatever, come over here, and these first gen fuckers are bringing this caste shit here. And this is something that I owe to some people who DM'd me on Instagram. And I want to give some shouts to Nimra, big one, and another dude as well. I'm forgetting her name, Prashu or some shit. I don't know if she wants to.
People messaged me about this one too.
And she was like, she really put me on. She's like, listen, here's how it is. And she's one of these people. She's over here now. She works in IT.
Yeah.
She's had to go to college here as an Indian from India. Indians from India be bringing the fucking caste vibes here now.
Yeah.
Right. And my thing is, this is all a fucking crisis of masculinity because they don't know what else to rely on because they're feeling like they're at the fucking bottom being here. So what do? They try to take it out on the other browns around them, but being like, what caste are you? And then start doing some fucking retarded IIT, whatever, ragging, caste ragging. Anyway, end of rant. So I do feel like, I don't know if this is the way to go about dealing with it, but it is something that needs to be dealt with within the community.
Well, I mean, the idea is also, everything you said is right. The idea is like, they had caste back there too, right? It wasn't like caste was abolished in India where they were from.
Of course not.
They loved importing it. It's like, because if you're important and then you come to America and you have these scary stories of like white people shitting on your accent.
Exactly.
And then you just find the guy who, and this is a classic minority move, right? Is like, if I'm going to be the minority, I'm going to be the top of this goddamn hill. And it's the reason why British people were able to fucking colonize in the beginning while they...
Listen, this is the whole fucking problem with Hindus, though, okay? And love Hindu. I am a Hindutva right-wing nationalist. I'm not, okay?
Great.
But
Great.
I love being Hindu. Hindus are the fucking worst hangs when it comes. This is what I envy so much about Muslims, dude. I envy it so hard. You guys got the solidarity in there.
Yeah, but
Morocco, Morocco. All Muslims are like, Alhamdulillah. Two Muslims who meet each other like, brother, how can I help you, bro? Fuck my wife, whatever, bro. Astaghfirullah, come, brother. Two Hindus, no, bro, I'm not helping you. Oh, what? I'm a fucking CEO, man, of chemical company. Who the fuck are you?
Hold on.
This is how they be.
It's not that easy. It's not that easy. I mean, a lot of it is like that, but then you have the other Muslims, bro, who are like, you're not praying in the right angle. You
Okay,
know?
no, I get
so
that.
you have
The-
that. There's
the piety
Everyone
thing,
tries
right?
to create divisions, and in Hinduism it's more codified.
Right.
You know, with the caste system, we don't have a caste system per se. For us, it's we're Brahmins and everyone else is untouchable.
That is true.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is
Like,
true. That
there's a
is-
caste system. It's called we're right and you're wrong.
Yeah.
Right. You saw the Morocco.
By the way, it's why so many Brahmins converted to Islam when they were.
That's why and that's why the fucking Moroccan team's so hilarious because like while the eyes were on them, like soccer. Islam is the one true religion. Soccer. You're like, wait, what?
You want
Wait,
to know
what?
our secret? It's not practice. It's Islam.
These guys are all for real Muslims.
I know.
And they're all on TikTok because they're all like Gen Z Muslims on TikTok who are like, brother, you know how we win the goal kick?
Yeah.
Through the power of Allah. You know? And it's insane.
Allah.
They definitely try to clockwork Zatar, this fucking shit into your head, clockwork date, get into your head.
Clockwork Zatar? Is that what you're trying to say?
But,
Clockwork fig.
You know, soccer. Islam. Soccer. So, you know, that sort of religiosity is being imported into Islamic culture here. You saw Britain, right? Those Muslims, how crazy they are, right? With their bullshit.
Yeah.
And then that level of religiosity is in the IT world of India, which we just
Right. It's for me, look, this is just my own anecdotal experience with him. All my best brown friends are Muslims.
Yeah.
Right? And you know I'm a pretty ardent Hindu. Like, I'm pretty down with it. And every Hindu that I meet, they're always like, I remember meeting, I'm not going to name name. I started comedy.
Yeah.
I did a show with one other Indian comedian, Hindu guy. And this guy is just giving me total stink eye. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
We're just fucking here. Like, why are you being a fucking weird prick about it? Because we're two Indians on an otherwise all white show. Like, fuck off. But this is, every time that I've met like a Muslim comic, right? You, Samir, anybody, they see another brown, they're like, what up, man?
Yeah. Yes,
How's
love.
it going? It's love.
Hindus are going to create Caste apps and Pokemon Go, but for Caste
Yes,
and stuff like
exactly.
that. Like your phone rings when you see a Brahmin. Your phone does like a when you see a Dalit. I swear to God, they're like, it's gonna be an app. They are on it. We gotta stop these IT
Caste
guys
friend
from
finder.
Yeah, Caste friend finder.
Yeah.
Where's that Caste dating app? I swear to God, BrahminsOnly.net or some shit like that. Brahmin swipe.
It's called the India Abroad back pages. Okay, this is where Indians be
Dude,
getting married.
here's the problem, and this is the scary thing, is that the caste lovers of India are the coders of today. And they can change the technology of the world to fit their caste ass needs.
It's true. And it's because these fucking fobby idiots. Yeah, you heard me. A bunch of fobby
And listen,
idiots.
one more thing. And when they get to AI, it's going to be on some real shit.
I'm gonna get real.
Okay? So this is important.
But they're gonna invent new castes.
Dude, oh
You're not
God.
gonna be happy.
I'm Brahmin Alpha.
Yeah,
And I'm Brahmin Gamma.
Yeah.
You know, bro, I had Brahmin friends, bro. They was always the roughest boys. Roughest aunties to ingratiate myself with, bro. Every time.
I don't even know if it's Brahmins who are like even shitting on the like Dalits or whoever at these.
Right.
I don't know. I literally don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just not Brahmins who are just people who are not Dalits who are just shitting on them.
Sure.
Right.
You think like it's like a Vishya who's like,
It's something, right? Like you don't know, right? Maybe there's some bunny motherfucker or something. Who knows, right? But I fucking hate this kind of fobby bullshit because you know what? They get this way around any other Indian. If you're a non-fobby Indian, they're around you like, oh, do you speak? You don't speak. You don't know. You know, this kid, you've dealt with this shit with Bengalis even, you know?
I mean, again, we talk about this guy. We talk about the web fob, the e-fob, I call him.
The e-fob.
The e-fob.
Good, yeah.
You know, the DMers, the
Fob
ones who
2.0.
DM girls. Yeah. Fob 2.0, the e-fob. They're DMing girls, weird shit, right? They are on Reddit. There are no Muslims on Reddit. It's only...
No. There's a ton of Muslims.
There are, but
I'm a big Reddit guy.
The ones that I'm going on, dude, like Islam can go fuck a nut.
Yeah.
All right? Dude.
Oh, yeah. In like the Indian forums and stuff. Oh yeah, no,
Bro, because I love Reddit too. I like going on for different shit like Zelda and shit like that,
Yeah,
gaming stuff. And sometimes I end up in some like, you know, India news. Now you were like, go to Reddit for India news, and now I go there, and I'm like,
tonight.
oh, XRQ Alpha is like, Islam is backwards.
Yeah.
And those who practice it are monkeys.
What do you expect from the pissfuls?
The pissfuls.
You know?
And then
Another job well done by the pissful. It's like a bombing or something.
800 upvotes.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
guys, what?
Exactly.
Pissfuls are gonna be full of piss. You know, pissful gonna piss, right? And it's crazy, right? And so these guys are online. They're really literate. They're dangerous.
Yes.
They're fucking dangerous. There's gonna be a goddamn brown school shooter coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, you know what? This is this I object to. This is not going to be the thing. This is where the white conspiracies about Indians and shit is going to come in. There's never going to be a brown school shooter.
Here's the thing.
And if there is, it's been an FBI plant. You heard it here first.
Okay.
The only brown shooters we got are Muslim. Let's be fair. Okay, we do another more pernicious kind of violence.
Hold on, y'all. First of all, Kyle Longbottom. What's his name? What the fuck is his name? Kyle. The fuck is that guy's name?
Oh my god.
Kyle
Longbottom.
Reinhard Longenschweizer. You know?
Kyle Rittenhouse?
There it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Longbottom. You're right. I'm throwing above my pay grade here, but you know, we're just dialing up the idea is like if it gets to the idea, it gets to the point where white people are getting disenfranchised by more Indian CEOs, and they start getting wind of because they don't really know caste system, they don't know anything about us. They start learning about us.
Yeah.
Like, wait a second, we can probably use this against them.
That is something that that is going to happen.
Then here come the FBI plants. Here comes the Brahmin who shot up fucking, you know.
So this is the thing. And here's where I think there is some cause to, like, I think there is indications that there are people who do just want to fuck with Indians and who are racist against Indians and do want to exploit the fault line that's there as well, right? And then there's a lot of useful idiots in the mix.
White people don't know about this yet.
Right.
They don't really know about
But
this.
they do know that this is a good wedge
Yeah.
into taking Indians down a notch, especially in this country. So be like, oh, well, we're going to institute some caste protections and just make sure you don't.
Vaishyas get this % bonus.
Exactly.
Then you give a bonus to the Dalits, and then you start getting money involved.
Listen, I had a follower who was like, listen, if a white person ever asks me my caste, I'm going to lose my fucking mind violently, you know? Not non-violently. Like, you don't want a white HR person sitting there being the administrator of caste, you know?
Like Sally being like, so, you know, we have the Dalits here. They have their own room to pray in. It's like, dude, because like Dalits have to be taken care of.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And then you got this fucker, because then, you know, you give any kickbacks to the Dalits. Here comes the Brahmins over the wedge. Like, what's going on there?
I know. The wild thing is, like, how can you even tell? That's actually the big thing is, like, unless you self-identify, how do you even tell what one caste person is or another caste, right?
If we start getting casted out, like eventually, like it becomes a casting, I'm going to create a white caste system based on skin conditions. Yeah. Based on eczemas and based on how red your face is.
It's a good call, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How Mediterranean you are, yeah.
Yeah. If there's pus, you're a certain level. If it's all dry pimples.
If you're all splotchy
you know, the forehead is one demerit.
Yeah.
Nose is another. We're going to fucking make it happen. So it's a white caste system coming. Because there is a level with whites, too, in terms of attractiveness.
Yes.
And we'll fucking exploit that.
Yeah. It's wild, though. I mean, look, it is sad to see that caste is now going to become crystallized in America.
Yeah.
Right? That is the thing that you don't want to see. You want to see this thing erase itself entirely, right?
Yeah.
And this is the problem. This is Hindus, I'm looking at you. This is your fault, okay, for being a fucking idiot in the fucking IT department or whatever. You did this, you fobby idiot.
We have the decency as Muslims to go abroad to learn our shit. And blow shit up there.
That's true.
We've read it back once or twice.
You've done actually quite a bit.
Once or
9/11, that's big.
I said that's twice.
Okay,
once
that's
or twice.
3 times.
That's once or twice.
That's 3.
That's what I meant when I said once or twice.
Right there.
But on the whole,
Pulse nightclub shooting.
It's mostly Pulse. Okay. They were just okay. Is that such a tragedy? It is. It is. Holy shit, it is.
Gnarly.
It absolutely is. But the idea is like, don't bring it back here. Come on, let's not shoot where we eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a chance to move past it.
Please. You know, and it's like, dude, it's so insane because like there was a caste system for hotel systems as well. Like Gujus were like only Patels. Like they have their own caste system in the caste system. Patel caste, right? Yeah. So there was always this thing but white people didn't realize what was going on. It's the same thing as turmeric, you know? Turmeric, chai latte, it's like,
they're just going to go overboard with
Wait
this.
a second.
I'm going to put this in everything now.
The caste system in the fucking yoga studios.
Yeah, but dude, they're going to bring caste out of the Indian space.
To honor Indian culture, we're going to reinstate the caste system at hot yoga.
Dude, you know it's going to be like, get the new Brahmin burger at McDonald's or whatever. They're just going to take it and put it in everything now. Okay, everything.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You can't eat here.
I used to do a joke about this, about like trying to date Indian women. They don't want to date me, so I'm trying to convert white women to Hinduism.
Sure.
And they're like, yeah, they're really into yoga and meditation.
Yeah.
Like, cool. I'm like, well, you're going to love the caste system.
Oh, yeah, bitch.
Yeah, what caste are you? You're looking very touchable. I've told this joke one other time on here, and we got canceled for it.
Wait, we did? Oh, we did.
People got angry at us about it.
Blah,
They can eat a fucking dick, too, though, you fucking unfunny losers.
Are they going to call them Dalits?
Yeah, I mean,
You
the fucking Brahmin.
Brahmins.
No, I mean, you start using, you fucking Brahmin idiots. Yeah, what?
Again, anecdotally, bro, I had a couple Brahmin friends. Loved.
Look, I have a ton. I know a lot of Brahmins.
Love my
dude.
Brahmins, bro. They're fun people. You know, they love playing sitar. Everyone
All
knows.
of the energy around this, by the way, is coming from Brahmins.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
It's
they're
all-
the
of
ones who are
course.
doing, they were like,
course.
no, down with Brahmins. I'm like, you are a fucking Brahmin. Enough with the fucking white guilt shit. Shut the fuck up.
Dude, 100%. But my friends' moms were always, every one of my Brahmin friends' moms taught Kathak for some reason.
Yeah,
they all
yeah,
just
of course.
teach dance. They're like, fucking, you know, they're in the culture, like,
Dude,
preserve the bitch.
Thing is, it's like I don't have any. I love Brahmins actually.
Yeah.
Brahmins have like a lot of culture, and
They-
they're the holders of a lot of beautiful culture. You know what I mean? It's just like we need to get rid of this shit though. The hierarchical caste shit. It's got to be done with now at this point.
You know,
especially here.
If I had known that my Brahmin friends' moms were so like Brahmin, I would have come in like with the limp more often, you know, to my friend's house and been like, thanks for the food. And then she's like, he's your friend? And my best friend.
I mean, dude,
And
listen,
slowly,
you were
like,
already Muslim going in there, so they're like you're already on the shit
metaphorical.
list.
Yeah, dude.
Somebody I was talking to somebody about this recently. They were telling me that when the partition happened, a lot of Indians went over into Pakistan and would just say that they were actually Brahmins or whatever other caste. They were
Okay.
like a higher caste than they
I mean,
actually
they go
were.
into Pakistan.
They come into Pakistan and just so their status would be higher. Because listen, here's the thing that people don't understand about caste is people want to say this is a Hindu thing, but caste exists throughout South Asia.
Of course.
As among Muslims, among Christians,
Yeah,
among
yeah,
all
for
these.
sure, for sure.
Everybody is into caste in South Asia. It's a way of ordering society. We don't like it, absolutely, but
Because Muslims know about it pretty well. I mean, they see the janitor. They're
Yes.
like, he must be of a lower caste. And then treats them accordingly.
that whole Aisha Bibi thing, where that chick, the blasphemy case in Pakistan,
Yeah.
that they said, oh, she touched a Bible, or pissed on a Bible or whatever. Nothing. It was just that she was a Christian and she touched a Bible or
100%,
something.
100%.
It was strictly based on the fact that she was Christian, and that ascribed her to a lower caste
But here's
in Pakistan.
Because here's the thing. Muslims, for the most part, beloved Hindus. Like, it's like, it makes sense. Brown. Christians, they cannot stand. They can't stand Christians. Especially in Bangladesh. Holy
Who,
shit.
Muslims?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they don't like, because that's like the rivalry too.
Yeah.
I think a lot of Muslims are acknowledged. They're like, okay, you are the OG brown of this thing. The brownness comes from you, our inherent culture.
They love the one God thing, but it ends pretty much right there.
Yeah.
And they love, dude, every brown guy that I know that's Muslim. He's like, how could Jesus be divine?
I've never.
it's just-
Pakistanis are always the friendliest people. I'm talking about like fob Pakistanis. I mean,
Oh, for
when they
sure.
hear I'm Indian, the friendliest
There
people.
cannot be a bigger difference between Pakistanis here and Pakistanis that are fob.
Yeah.
Most mean people on planet Earth
Yeah.
are Pakistani fobs.
Yeah,
and Pakistani heroes are like the coolest, chillest
Yeah.
motherfuckers on earth. Dude, Pakistani fobs.
I don't know. I've had good experience with Pakistani fobs.
Dude.
Yeah, mixed actually.
Mixed.
But, yeah.
Mixed, bro.
Yeah, but I've had mixed with India. I've had the mixed fucking grill with all of
course,
them.
of
You
course,
know,
of course.
we're all fuckers, dude.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Browns. Whatever caste you are a fuckface.
Dude, any brown person, fuck off. I don't
This is now an anti-brown
I don't
podcast.
like any brown people
you
anymore, dude.
motherfuckers.
I'm tired of
Yeah,
this shit.
I get really filled with hate when I hear about all this shit though. When I start thinking
Yeah.
about this stuff, I'm like, you fucking are so annoying, dude.
You know what? I had the same response when you know, like a Hindu guy like says, I have a drawing of Muhammad in my pocket, and then they burn a whole nation down. That gets me angry. Like, Muslims, can we just chill on the like one picture? We'll have one picture of him. It's fine. Let him go.
I know.
But it's like, you have the picture, I'll kill your
I
family
know.
and your parliament. It's like, we really be overreacting to the pictures. It's just a picture. I hate that.
Okay, did I ever tell you this
Yeah.
joke? I don't
What?
know if I ever told you this joke. I was doing this joke about how, you know, Muslims, they don't allow you to draw the Prophet
Yes,
Muhammad.
yes.
Yet I don't understand why they'll name anybody Muhammad, though. Sometimes 3 or 4 times in the same name. Like, you know, like this dude is not the best representation of your prophet either, right?
Yes.
But the part one of the joke. Part two of the joke was more or less that what it actually is that you're not supposed to draw any living forms at all because that's in the province of God only, which I think is a very beautiful thing. And thus, Islamic art is very geometric.
Of course.
And I was like, but man, that must be wild in Arab countries when the police got to do a sketch of a suspect. Like, what did the assailant look like? Picture 3 triangles.
That's
and
hilarious.
kind of a trapezoid.
That's hilarious, dude.
Thank you.
Also, you could draw an ass and just say it's 2 semicircles.
Yeah.
And be like, booty? What are you talking about?
Circles get me hard.
That is just 2
What do
circles
you want from
together,
me,
juicily together. What are you talking about?
Circles can get it, huh?
Those double circles can get it. Oh
Marry
God.
my daughter. She has nice circles.
Nice triangle down
Her
there as well.
circles have come in.
Good triangle. If you know what I mean. And her rhombus.
Very good triangle, yeah.
Her rhombus is to die for. Just some horny.
Yeah, just out there jacking off the shapes.
What do I want? I want the polygon. Kind of lady. I want,
That is haram.
How many sides? How many sides?
He's poly. Everybody, this guy's poly, huh?
He wants a poly, huh?
He's gonna be in a polycule.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. All right, I'm done with this topic of caste.
Okay, so don't
we brought
do
this.
it.
Hindus, we're bringing this on ourselves. So this requires internal policing. If you don't want this shit to become codified into national law in the U.S., which who the fuck does? Why don't you fucking police yourselves? Okay, when you're in the fucking IT motor pool or whatever the fuck, you're there. Don't be a fucking dick to the people around you. Stop trying to create hierarchies and stop trying
100%.
to puff your dick up.
And
At
also,
someone else's expense.
And also,
you fucking loser.
Also, one picture of Muhammad is not crazy. It's one picture. It's a picture of a guy.
It's not. They're not even drawing the pictures.
It's a guy.
It's a thing.
It's a
Sometimes that's the
guy.
thing. In Bangladesh, they staged it to make it look like Hindus had done it, and then they fucking pogromed.
We really
them.
be knives outing our
Like, oh,
fucking.
these are too
we
fervent.
were fucking Daniel Craig and Knives Out. We're like, who did this? That guy did this. It's all murder mystery there. Swear to God, dude. Every time, dude. It's all Knives Out in Bangladesh. All right,
Let's move on. Let's keep the stories moving.
In the same vein,
Yeah.
there's a movie that came out called Pathaan.
Pathaan.
Which already probably gonna create some issues. Pathaan. What about Maimon? What about the movie Maimon? Anyway, so basically, there's a scene where a very nice scene, might I say. The triangles were looking quite fetching on this one.
Yes.
Deepika Padukone was dancing in a saffron-colored bikini.
Yes.
Okay.
She's the finest.
Fine little thing.
So fucking hot.
Fine little thing.
God, I love her.
Oh, Padukone. And so she was dancing in the saffron bikini, and BJP was sort of going crazy on this.
Because the song is Bisharam Rang, which means shameful color.
Shameful color.
So they took it to mean that they're talking about Hindus, which...
Could you have named it something else, like sexy lady? Or it had to be like ugly color, like Jesus. Yeah. Whatever.
Here's the interesting thing. Oh, sorry, go on.
So all I'm saying is that BJP went crazy on it, and that there's like a whole controversy on this shit.
Yeah,
so
they're trying to boycott the movie. 100%. But it's not just the BJP. Now it's also... the Muslims are getting in too.
Yes.
The ulema of MP. All of this is happening in Madhya Pradesh, which is a state which, strangely, I've spent a ton of time in growing up.
If one thing Muslims...
Bhopal represent, Bofors, Union Carbide, chemical spills. What up, baby? Sanchi, I love you. Shadol, Raipur.
All day.
Baloda Bazaar, all my fam over there. Okay.
If it's one thing that BJP and heavy Muslims can agree on, is that women suck.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the tying thread.
So the thing that they hate, they just hate that it's called Pathaan. They're like, I don't like it's called Pathaan, and there's dancing women, and they're having too much fun, and we're not going to have this movie anywhere in India. This is literally the statement from the ulema guy in Madhya Pradesh.
Right.
Amazing.
I love it.
But my thing that I love is that the one thing that Hindus and Muslims can agree upon is that, hey, it's totally cool to have a movie where Shah Rukh Khan, 60 years old, his love interest is 30-year-old Deepika Padukone.
100%.
Like, what up, baby?
In fact, that's actually awesome. It's
exactly.
It's one of the selling
That's where they
points.
be shaking hands. They be coming
100%.
together like, don't change that part,
They
though.
preserved that in the AFI Film Institute. Like, we must make sure that they know that old men can
These
fuck
are in the standards.
The
of the
standard
film.
always.
And
Fuck.
did you know in the Upanishad they say if there is grass in the park you must play ball. There is also hadith. There is about the same. Bye Hindu Muslim. We are pedophiles.
100%. What is pedophile? There's no Sanskrit word for pedophile. No
If you
such
mean
thing.
I love Padukone.
You know, the word for pedophile in Sanskrit is also the same word for good time in Sanskrit. Why would that be? So anyway, it's hilarious. I think it's just a color. I don't think they're trying to do anything.
Nothing is going on in it.
If you're gonna put a saffron bikini, maybe put a dark green thong as well. The
I
color
think that
of
was part of their
Islam.
objection was that I think in that dance sequence maybe Shah Rukh is wearing green, so they're showing like Hindu-Muslim unity, but they don't like the Hindus being the bottom. They don't like him being the woman. You know,
Yeah.
so like love jihad, which is like all right.
Dude, it's so goofy. Because here's the thing, y'all love Deepika. Y'all been loving Deepika. Her camel toe has been out for 19 movies already. all of a sudden,
That's why the Muslims love her.
Oh, dude, the camel
camel
toe.
toe.
Dude. I like all parts of camel will be respected. If you know what I mean. And it's just blowing up out of proportion. I think, dude, it's at this point there's just this Hindu-Muslim tug of war in India.
Yeah.
They're taking small things.
I do love though in a weird way we're seeing Hindu-Muslim unity too, because they both hate this.
Hate
movie.
women, You know. Maybe we got to use the women to bring in.
I mean,
the
that's where all
Hindu-Muslims.
religions come together. We're like, listen, one thing that I will tell you is you can't trust these hoes.
Dude,
all
Helen of Troy.
Yeah.
Give me my bitch back.
Yeah,
Take your bitch.
Every religious scripture amounts to the Hoodville Instagram account. Okay.
Hoodville is my imam, dude.
Yeah, Hoodville be keeping it too
Dude,
damn
all
real.
these clout demons be giving neck to the whole squad. You know what I'm saying? That's Quran right
It's
there.
all toxic king shit.
Because what happens in the Quran, they're like, the Quran and Muhammad was like, these cloud demons be given Nectimus Prime, be given Nectimus Prime to the whole squad. So what you gotta do? You gotta wipe them up.
Exactly.
Wipe them up.
Exactly.
Wipe them all up. There was a Hoodville live in Chicago, and I was like, I want to fly over.
I was
and
like, you
watch
need
it.
to be on that show.
I want to fly. I wanted to see this guy. I'm like, who's this fucking guy? I think it's Scott Jackson.
Yeah,
he's always
Good
a
Time
guy.
Jackson.
Good time Jackson. You think it's him? That's Hoodville's.
I mean, he does. He writes a lot of the same captions.
Same captions.
With the same brio, if
Yeah,
you will.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
tell which ones are like imposter supporter captions.
Yes.
And which ones are the real deal because they go on like fucking Samuel Beckett style.
Well,
Just
because Hoodville's a genius, and so like you can't replicate the genius. He's like Stephen Hawking. For pussy, you know.
He's very distinct signature.
Very. I love. He's just chef's
good,
kiss, dude. I
He's
love
so good.
a true original.
He really is. Like we need to basically get on some Hoodville shit for brown guys. I
Dude.
think
I mean, we are the Hoodville brown guys at this point.
we are.
Just by having sex once in our lives, we become
It's true.
Hoodville for brown guys. Like, bro, the stuff I get in my DM sometimes, I can't flirt with girls, but I heard that you should touch them more.
Yeah.
As a way to get them more turned on. I'm like, dude, you are trying to skydive before you have legs.
Yeah.
All right? Hold the touch.
I'm not good at talking, but I thought you said the clitoris is where? No,
I
don't do it.
I made you a diagram. Just label, please, real quick. I mean, these people are weird. To the point where I get weird now, where sending my address to the merch guys, I'm like, what's your incel level?
Yeah,
And do I need to fucking do a research on you?
we need to send you a quiz first to see how you do on this report.
When you see a woman, do you A, rape, or B, not rape?
Yeah.
Which one? Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I mean, I think I don't think it's gonna stop. I think Shah Rukh Khan is so hilarious because Shah Rukh Khan, ever the ambassador, went up and is like, love is love, guys. And it's all positive. And both sides were like, this fucking bitch. This fucking pussy. You don't know the half of it.
Dude, you know what's so funny is before this, I remember seeing like Shah Rukh went to Mecca and he was like and Muslims were like, why? This guy has a Hindu idols in his household or whatever. And then there was another one of him like doing puja. And the same motherfucker's like, why? This motherfucker went to Mecca and all that shit, huh? Who is this fucker, huh?
Shah Rukh what? Don't say Khan.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like Bollywood at all. I think it's trash. You heard it. Yeah, fuck you. But I do love Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan's the best. But he is the ultimate like ambassador of both worlds. He married a Hindu lady. He does both. And here's the thing: is that these like fucking like politicians can't win over Shah Rukh Khan.
No, they can't.
Shah Rukh Khan did a call and response, Freddie Mercury style, and all he said was like, love, and the guy's like, yes. they're like nipping, like even Amit Pai or whatever, all those fucking like politicians will talk a big game, like Shah Rukh Khan, he's a kafir, he must die. And then Shah Rukh Khan goes up, hey man, I loved you in Yes Boss, I loved you in Devdas. Like they're all simps too, like they're all simps for Shah Rukh, because in Bollywood, in India, Hindu-Muslim movies are king. Yeah, movie is ultimate.
That's true.
I like Shah Rukh way more than Akshay, who's
well,
like...
it's becoming less now. There is the division.
Of course.
Because now movies are becoming the battleground.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But because you see Akshay Kumar, who was like full BJP Kool-Aid And he like he's BJP is the winner, Modi is the killer. Akshay is like a fucking full shill, and all the Bollywood actors are.
Yeah.
Most of the politicians I've learned hate Shah Rukh because he actually doesn't take a side.
No.
And so a lot of these BJP guys are always trying to attack Shah Rukh because he literally does, for years has been like, I don't know what my politics is.
Yeah.
My politics is watch my movie tomorrow, Like he actually keeps a very...
That's what it is, and that's what all of this promotion is. And like he went to FIFA. He announced the release of the movie at the World Cup.
Fucking badass.
And people are like, they did it in the Islamic Qatar to announce his Islamic movie. And I'm like, you guys are retarded. You're so retarded.
Dude, these guys are so angry.
They're so retarded. Angry. It's like they can't just see this guy's out here making fucking cashing out huge checks. And they're just
Qatar was like, can you say your movie's name for $8 billion? And he's like, yeah, sure. Dude, here's also the thing is like Muslim money coming in now, honey.
Yeah.
Honey. Because the Gulf was like, I guess they were just like happy having their own money. Then they realized they could be like, have money and be famous.
Yeah, well, they better hurry up and use it now while they have it, because now we have fusion. Now we have fusion energy coming on the horizon. Bye-bye, motherfuckers.
Dude. And I mean, that's the beginning of fusion.
It's the beginning, but
Qatar, without oil, what are you going to go pearl diving again for $20 a pop? Huh? Fuck off.
I hate Qatar, dude. I really can't stand it.
I really don't like. I don't like any rich country. I don't like anyone that can use money to affect my life. Fuck
anywhere
off.
that has a sultan, except for Oman. Oman's the shit. Love Oman.
I don't even know about any of those guys. Any small country that's punching above its weight, I don't trust.
No, Oman is dope. Oman's dope. Because you know why? Hindus love Oman, and it's a Muslim country.
I don't even have enough knowledge remotely to.
Oman is it's a beautiful country, dude.
Dude, they're
like the most diplomatic country.
Bro, I've heard some of my uncles went to Oman. They're like, fuck Oman. So now I hate Oman.
I mean, you know what? That's fair. That's actually fair.
So I'll take my uncle route. You take your route. I'll take my uncle. We'll fight it out.
Over Oman.
We're sock and boppers. Mine's like anti-Oman. Yours pro-Oman. Anyway, I mean, dude, listen. Arabs are crafty. Yeah. They're crafty.
Arabs are crafty.
They're fucking crafty, dude. Dude, the Kraft mac and cheese, dude. I don't trust anybody that prays and that goes down to the ground 5 times a day. What are you doing down there?
Yeah, why?
What's going on? Are you changing up your weapons, bro? What are you doing down there? Huh? I can't see all of you. What's happening down there? What's happening down there? Come back
up. Why are you
up.
wearing that long robe? Huh? What's going on under there? I only trust my guys wearing Daisy Duke shorts.
Tights, bitch. Borat tights. The green tights.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the handshake was created, right? Because you shake the hand and the weapons would fall out.
What?
Yeah. Apparently the handshake's history is if you shake my hand, you can't have a weapon here. It would fall out if you shook the hand. That's where the handshake comes from.
All right, I'm going to do my own research into this.
Don't do it.
See as well.
Don't do it. I read this on Quora, I think.
Oh, Quora.
I get all my facts from Quora.
Yeah, trickle down, the economics of trickle down ignorance.
You know how they always say on Quora how they get credibility? They always say they're the professor of that thing.
Oh, yeah,
And the first sentence, I'm the professor of handshakes over at Nordic University. It's like, what? Is that a thing? They're always the professor of that thing. Anyway, that's that story. Fucking
Pathaan. I'm probably not going to see the movie,
I don't watch
but
the
go
movie.
watch it if you want to. If you're a Hindu, don't be a pussy about it. All right.
And Deepika, take off the saffron.
Yeah,
robe.
take off.
That's the real offense.
I'm offended.
Okay?
Take it off, girl.
Please.
Now, in front of me.
Take it off, girl.
In front of me.
Both parts. Then tell Ranveer to leave the room. Your husband does not belong
Now bend
here.
over. Want to make sure you're not hiding any.
Is there a saffron tampon?
Yeah.
Gotta check this for the saffron tampon. Anyway.
We just had to do that, didn't we? Just had to do that. Started kind of a normal, cheeky little joke, and then I had to go. We had to do that. Bend over. I say bend over. You say tampon. Okay. We had to do it. We're sorry, guys. Okay? We're sorry. Remember when we used to say sorry, Dad? A lot? We used to always be apologizing. Now we don't.
My dad hasn't talked to us in years. So it's like, sorry, who? My dad's not in my life anymore.
It's over.
Never talk to me again. Sorry, Dad. One more story. What time are we at? Okay, we got
time for another story.
One more. This last story
is about polygamy.
Polygamy. So basically, Muslims be fucking. Y'all know about this.
When I read about this story, every day I get closer to Islam.
Dude.
Let me just say that.
And I realize how Muslim I always have been. That's just interesting. So polygamy is allowed in Islam, and basically a lot of these men will use it for their own advantage and sort of kind of keep fucking out there, It's a bunch of horn dogs who just use marriage as a way to keep fucking. And sometimes they, shit on their first wives and cast them off. And now these first wives are fighting back. They're coming back. They're trying to get it codified into law where you can't just, fuck me off and I have rights too as the first wife. And
Is it that, or I thought they were trying to abolish polygamy?
exactly.
Yeah.
They're trying to abolish polygamy and saying it's unconstitutional.
Yeah.
And
sorry, what do I have to say to that? Allahu Akbar, bitch. Hell no.
100%, dude.
Okay.
Bunch of these Bedouin tribes who never vote are now coming in and they're like, I will fight for my rights. You know what I'm saying?
Bedouins are coming into India to vote for
You
this?
know when those like shady people get the one issue that they're passionate about? They finally become like very, very. They learn about gerrymandering all of a sudden. Yeah. These guys are like, wait a second, who's our parliamentarian? Who's my MP?
Yeah. A lot of guys got radicalized when Age of Consent came out. They're like, hold on a second. Puts on his glasses.
Wait.
Supreme Court case.
So okay, the Lok Sabha has who? They start learning about the Lok Sabha.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, paragons of
I need to learn about all this so I can maintain my status as a scumbag.
which politician allows 5 wives? So they're coming back, and I don't know how many Muslims really be doing this anymore. The polygamy. Yemen apparently has the most of this. They love
and I think the Gulf countries, they have a ton.
golf, but Yemen has a fair amount.
Yemen.
And they're just doing it. The rich people.
I think Central Asia, they still do it a lot.
Sure, the steppes, So these women are just saying like no more, and it's like, dude, you're the ugly wife. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not the hot wife doing this.
Right,
go into the fucking
Of course.
parliament being
No,
like,
yeah, dude, look. I mean, the whole thing about it is that, and I was reading the article about this, and apparently polygamy is only allowed in the case of orphans and widows.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
well, in the Quran it's different. The idea is that it's not supposed to be a thing just to do it. You do it in the idea of helping
Do it
the
because
wife.
there's like excess women,
And
so you
help-
don't have to burn
and
the
help-
women, basically.
and help the wife basically survive and
Right.
give her
Yeah,
dick
yeah.
and other nutrients.
Yes,
yes,
yes.
and food and stuff like that, right? So that's what they say. Now it's not a hard twist to be like, don't you need my dick?
Yeah.
Do you want my penis? Right? And so you got these scumbag Bedouins who like just be banging and they have a bunch of kids and it's these wives are not getting equally loved.
Yeah, I think the Central Asian dudes aren't getting orphans and widows. You know what I mean? They're just getting straight up like
Hoes.
mac and hose.
They get the plump hose too. Like, they want the big ones.
Yeah. They do.
So, this is not going to stop.
No.
Muslims will fight tooth and nail to protect this motherfucker.
Yeah. They will.
The wife, I do not know how to, if this is an advice column for Mango Bay, like, hi, I'm a third wife.
Yeah.
And it's pretty rough out here as a third wife. I just think it's hard in that world. Like, you age out because these guys get to re-up on the young wife. The way they polygamize is not get an uglier, older wife. They get the young, hot, new one.
Yeah, they're not picking up widows who are 86. You know what I mean?
They're doing the exact opposite of what the Quran is saying.
Yeah.
They just want the hotties.
Yeah.
I don't know how to stop it. It's too much man, bro. I have to respect that much man, but also realize I can't do anything to stop it.
I don't. This is an impulse for all men. All men have. I remember my Jamaican plumber in this building. He doesn't work here anymore, but he used to try and preach to me, extolling the virtues of polygamy. He's like, yeah, there's all these women out here, single mothers and all. It's like, why not just let me marry all of them? I can take care of them. If you can take care of them, why not?
It's kind of so sound.
And then he was like, I'm a libertarian. And I was like, boom. Ron Paul for president.
He wants to bang them all, get tax breaks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the idea of polygamy, right? This Jamaican fucking hoe.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Who doesn't get it?
Fucking get it. But if you're going to bring on some wives, make you dick them down equally.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right. And you should allow the opposite as well, of polyandry.
As in the women are pegging you.
The women get multiple husbands.
Oh, sure, of course.
Like in the Mahabharata. Hello,
polyandry?
Draupadi. Yeah, the Pandavas, the heroes of the story, they're all married to one woman. All 5 bros.
But who be laying it down the hardest?
They have to take turns every night.
Does it say? And then
they have an arrangement for who gets to spend time with her when and all that.
her pussy must be just on fire.
I mean, probably. Because, they got other wives, too. Right. The Pandavs,
Woo!
Yeah.
I read a Bengali Renaissance book by this guy named Sunil Gangopadhyay. And the first page is like, my mistress feels delicious. It's like, and then they reveal later, like, that the mistress is 15. I'm like, is this Naked Lunch, but brown edition? Like, what am I reading right now, dude? Like, it's so fucking brutal.
I mean, look, back when it was a man's world, you could say shit like that. You'd be a older Latin gentleman who has a kept whore, It's like, ugh, god damn, mistresses and all
the
that.
The Kumar life back then, dude.
Being a side bitch was like an occupation.
But it was like also a financial win there.
Yes, it was.
Being a side bitch, you're a cast-off bitch.
Yeah.
But now you're getting taken care of by this man.
Look, there's a thing. Like, if you're married to somebody that is a status accorded, there's a level of security in an intensely patriarchal society. It makes sense, right?
100%.
That's how you have some status. You're not just getting dick down for nothing. You're a woman. You have a title. You are married. You are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
here's the thing: is like the courtesans of the day too would get up until they're like better than the wife. Like they have higher status and they have more freedom.
The courtesans are the ones who are getting poems written about them.
Right.
And shit,
And they would fuck once every 3 years probably. Maybe give like a little head. That's
Maybe,
about
yeah.
it. But they were like unattainable kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
I want a courtesan, asshole.
I want a courtesan.
Give me a courtesan, dude. None of these street bitches. I want a courtesan, dude.
Courtesans are trained, you know.
Bro,
they're trained in poetry, mathematics, skilled. If you read the Kama Sutra, what it tells all the things a courtesan needs, they need to be like a PhD from fucking MIT. Seriously, like a skilled courtesan is knowledgeable in mathematics, science, alchemy, witchcraft, warfare. Like what? Like music, poetry, astronomy. You're like, this is insane.
And she must do it all by the age of 12.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like they have to be young, plump geniuses who actually fit the cut. I want to meet these hot geniuses of the court.
Definitely.
Who will have a protractor and then a fucking vibrator in one hand and a protractor in the left, and they're just using it in different ways and fucking everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The pencil's going in the butt and the protractor's going in my ass. And,
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking bitches out here. I love a courtesan.
I do. I love a courtesan as well. Japan, I think it was like that as well. Like geishas were like very
floating
skilled, very skilled, very talented. And
I'm going to need one skill from you, honey. And it ain't geometry. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually astronomy. You need help with my astronomy
I love
homework?
planets. Take me to there. So, I get the disenfranchisement of like the not hot wife who wants to get some rights. I don't know how you're going to get it. It seems like no matter what time period we've been, ugly bitches never get their due.
Well, this has also been a wedge now for the Hindus to be like, look how barbaric they are.
Yeah.
Don't be cock blocking BJP.
You wish.
You
wish. And also the Pandavas. Look, remember the Pandavas?
Yeah, okay.
Back in Mahabharata, they were doing it.
They were doing it.
Also,
the other way, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, fucking those old school Indians must have been hotter. On an average level, Indians must have been hotter back then, I swear to God.
I think so. And you know what they used to describe? There was Megasthenes, ancient Greek guy, when he came to visit India, he was describing what it was like. And obviously it's amazing in X, Y, and Z ways. He was like, another thing, people are just fucking in the streets too. People just be having sex, yeah.
And that was an account that he made.
He's like, it's the most abundant place. He's like, people are just picking fruit and eating it off of trees, and they're fucking in the streets, and like, yeah. But at the same time, it's like a highly advanced society as well.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, come on, bro. Live it, dude. Live it. Any last words on caste and pussy?
Not into caste. Love pussy. Was the other thing? Go see Pathaan. Don't see Pathaan. I don't care,
dude. Fucking makes us all stupid.
Yeah, don't be dumb.
Don't be dumb.
Guys, don't be dumb.
Just hang out, dude.
Just hang, bro.
Listen,
chill.
wear a saffron thong to fucking Diwali.
And wear the green butt plug.
Please,
okay?
dark green.
Dark green.
For Saudi Arabia.
You know, just don't be such a little bitch, guys. I mean, really. That is the lesson of this podcast in many ways. Like, can you guys just calm down and have a good time?
Seriously.
Just seriously, calm down. Chill. Take some breaths.
Stop going online.
Stay offline.
Go fuck a person.
Stay offline. Stay offline. Just stop being so excited, bro.
Yeah. It's too much stimulation. Just chill out.
Yeah, you need to just chill. Have a good time. Take some deep breaths. Relax.
Drink some water.
Drink some water.
Let's add this to the whole thing. Get off social media.
Really,
Indians,
truly.
Indians,
Drink some water.
hydrate. One more glass of water, half these DMs go and smoke.
Thanda pani pilo. Misra pani.
Take it?
Yeah.
You want to text that white girl, please, pussy, please.
Yeah.
Get a glass of water in there.
Take a deep breath.
See what happens.
Drink some water.
Go back to your kids.
Y'all need to chill. For real.
For real. I think it's hydration.
It's a hydration issue. It is. You know?
I would say that DMs in the summer probably get more gnarly and disgusting.
Yeah. For sure.
Than in the winter.
For sure.
Just the way their body is.
Absolutely.
Like a chart on TEDx. As you can see here, the Indians get pretty horny around July. Oh my God.
This has been Mango Bay.
We
We
love
love
it.
y'all. Stay fucking with us. Subscribe all over Apple Podcasts, YouTube. You know
all
what
love.
it is.
It's all
It's
love.
all
Really love
here.
and
It is
jokes.
so much
And
love
it's been
here,
that
dude.
way for fucking 3 years. You know what it is.
We just crossed 200 episodes a while back.
We're
Dude.
doing it, dude.
We're in here.
We've had the same vibe for 3 years. It's just
It's just
keep
gonna
going.
keep growing and keep going.
Come on,
And
dude. You know what this is already.
Stay with us, y'all. Stay with us. Tell your friends. We love y'all. Thank you.
Come again.
Your Mango Bay.